Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is my first time doing a YouTube video, straight up, no stream. And today, I'm going to be talking about my game of the year, or my game of the year list for 2025. It's late for me right now, so I'm gonna be like a little bit quiet so I don't disturb neighbors and whatnot with my voice. My voice is pretty deepish. Um, but I do want to get this out of the way because I'm going to be busy this weekend. Obviously, next week is Christmas, and obviously, busy week for me since I work at a grocery store. So it's like, yeah, I don't have much free time at all, even on my days off, which tomorrow, but I have stuff to do tomorrow. So, anyways, today I'm going to be talking about my games of the year. Um, I'm not going to name them. I'm just going to go game by game. This is my third year doing it. The last 2 years I did streams for them, but this year I'm just going to do a straight up video. I probably won't edit anything because I don't know how to edit or anything. I don't have an editor. This is just straight up just video about my favorite games of the year that I played. And the reason why I started doing these videos is because I cannot rely on Jeff Keighley and his monkeys over there at the Game Awards to give the right people the right awards. Not that these games don't deserve them. It's just some games are just like I'm not even gonna get into it. Past year's videos have gotten into it plenty enough about how I felt about who should have won and lost, or who should have won awards instead of the games that won them. But yeah, I'm just gonna start now. I don't have gameplay of all of the games that I've played. Like Indiana Jones, which is I'll probably talk about next. I'm basically going in order of playing them and my favorites. I'm starting off with Pirate Yakuza because it's the first game I have on my list that I have footage of, and the first game on my list. I wouldn't say the weakest game I've played this year because I love Pirate Yakuza. It's a fantastic game. Play the video. Is muted. I have game what's the name in the background? The game's music in the background. So yeah, Pirate Yakuza. This game is very good. Obviously, it's a Gaiden game, which means it's not like a full Yakuza experience, even though it is. Really, like, there's not much about Pirate Yakuza that's like on the lower end of a Yakuza game or like a Dragon game. Excuse me. Like, it has mini games, it has side content galore. Uh, Pretty decently sized main story. Has a lot to do. You play with Majima again. The gameplay of this game is very like, whoa. It's very all over the place because Majima is like very agile. He jumps and can do combos, string combos together. It's like a Judgment, like Lost Judgment. You can like combo people in the air and stuff. Pretty crazy for a Yakuza game to do, like, go that way, go that route with their gameplay, or with the gameplay fighting mechanics in the game. Because usually, like in Yakuza games, you don't really have like too many like in game, besides like some heat actions. I guess you don't really have like crazy, like, I guess Judgment started it. Gaiden, the man who erased his name, went crazy with the agent style. And then this game has pirate style and Mad Dog style. I think there's a third one. I don't remember the third one. Uh, and gameplay is fun. It's just really fun with all the weapon, the swords and the gun you can use with Majima. Story, what I remember, was pretty good. I don't think it hit as many highs as guy. I really loved The Man Who Erased His Name, and I love this game too. Majima goes through like a what is it? Memory loss situation. Doesn't remember who he is, so he goes through the game, trying to remember. Well, not even trying to remember. He really doesn't want to remember. He ends up remembering eventually who he is, but he gets too far in to the current situation he's in before he regains his memories, and then he wants to see it through. He wants to see the story through to the end, and help the boy that's following him. I forgot his name. Help the boy like see the world, because the kid, he wants to see the world because he's stuck on like a little island for most of his life because he was sick. Yeah, well, his dad says that he's sick, and yeah, the story's pretty much all. It's not. I don't want to say it's all over the place, but it's pretty like you're dealing with different types of Yakuza like plot. I guess I don't really know. Like, I'm trying to remember the story. Like, there's a cutscene right here. This is one of the kid's sisters, or the guy's daughters. This is his oldest daughter. Samoa Joe is in this game. I play this game in Japanese because I'm not about to listen to Majima in English. I played 7 and 8 in English because I like Ichiban and his cast English voice actors. So I played 8 in English. I want to play 8. I want to finish 8 in Japanese because Kiryu is like that's how I know Kiryu is his Japanese voice. So when I play 8, I played in English, and every time he spoke in English, it threw me off. But yeah, Samoa Joe is in this game. He's the main villain, or he eventually becomes the main villain. There was a lady who we thought was going to be the main villain, but she ended up not being as evil as Samoa Joe was. Raymond Law. Honestly, I don't remember the plot too much. I really don't. I wish I did. All I know is let me change the video. We go to the end because I don't really remember. Here's the end voice. The end boss fight with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, the current AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, this game is great. The least of my favorites of the year. Well, not the least, second least probably. Even though I like a high, Yakuza is a high bar for me to clear, and this game was on the lower end of the Yakuza games of the Yakuza series. But I still love this game because you get to play with Majima, and you get to experience like a whole new story. But the thing is that throws it off is Majima isn't himself. He's inherently like he loses his memory, but he inherently is still Majima. Like, he's still crazy, even though he acts like a little bit more mellow in this game because of his memory loss. But he doesn't go like super crazy until like he regains his memories, and then he remembers like who he is and whatnot. But yeah, that doesn't happen until like all the way like at the end of the game. At least that's from what I remember. But yeah, gameplay, look at this. Is like the combo system is really cool. Oh yeah, the changing gear mechanic is pretty cool too. Well, not mechanic, but like just changing clothes. I have him as in his infinite wealth little outfit. I don't know why I did that. He has some cool outfits. Doesn't really change gameplay at all. It just changes style, or like outfit style. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about this game, other than it's really good. Really good experience. Semi forgetful, because I mean, if this game came out in January, it's December, and I haven't played it. I haven't seen anyone play this game. Like, it's like out of my memory, really, about what happens in the story and whatnot. I just remember like some plot and stuff, but that's about it. So yeah, that is Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Pretty short review, little review for me. I talk about the game at the end of this game when I beat it, about how I feel, because it was like fresh in my mind, but it's not fresh in my mind right now. Sorry, I'm still getting over my sickness. I still have like a little cough. Sucks. I think I'm gonna talk about Indiana Jones real quick. Just real quick. Oh yeah. Talk about Indiana Jones real quick. And let me see something. I have to set up my PS5 on the... No, do I have to... I think I have to turn off not HDR. What is it called? HTCP or whatever. I have to plug in my PS5. Nah, I don't even want to do it. That's too much. That's doing too much. Alright. I won't talk about Indiana Jones. I was going to, but Indiana Jones is a good game. Unfortunately, it's like there's a lot of stuff to do in Indiana Jones. I didn't do it all. I didn't really feel like I wanted to do it all, which is like rare for me, because I usually, like, when I play video games, I like to do a lot or everything. And I really enjoyed Indiana Jones, but I think it came out at a weird time. This is the PS5 version. I'm not talking about the Xbox version, because I played this year. I played it in like February or something. I don't remember what month it came out on PS5, but whenever it came out on PS5, that's when I played it. The game is fun. It's just the AI is like very dumb, and it's very easy to like not manipulate, but like to just kill a bunch of enemies in a row without them even noticing. But the gameplay is fun, like the lasso, or not the lasso, the whip is fun to use. Shooting enemies is very weird. Oh yeah, the monkey kills Samoa Joe. And like the NPC, the AI of the enemies are just dumb. I don't know. Like I really want to show this. Let me see. I have to undo this, and I have to. Oh. I think I just have to do. Working? Yes, it's working. Nice. I wanted to show this little gameplay from Indiana Jones. The Indiana Jones, also the Indiana Jones plot was pretty good. It felt like you were playing a movie. It really did. It really felt like you were playing an Indiana Jones movie, which is great. But yeah, this is what I wanted to show. Oh yeah. Like, what is this? Like, what am I playing? There's like 20 people. I think the audio is coming through on the video. Like, I'm just in the corner. I had got myself in a situation and it alerted everyone. Like, that's just look at all those bodies. I think some of them despawned too, because there was a lot of people there. Maybe not, but there was a lot of people. Maybe they didn't. And I was laughing so hard when that happened. I think I have another video too. But yeah, the plot is good. It's like you're playing an Indiana Jones movie. It's just the enemies are just like not good. That's the weakest part of the game, is just enemies. You can just they climb up and you can just push them off and they die. Like, there's so many down there. And then they forget about you. Like, they don't see you and then they just forget about you. Like, what is this game? It was just crazy. It was just ridiculous. Gunplay is also just weird. It's just whatever. Like, punching is just very fun. Everything else, like shooting and stuff, isn't that great. But yeah, that's it for Indiana Jones. Let me set up the next video. Which Doom. Gonna be Doom. Right. Now this game, one of my favorites of the year. There's so many great games that came out this year, honestly. I had to put Doom this early in the video because I enjoyed other games more, but this game is still great. I love this game so much. It's my favorite Doom game of the three newer ones, or just three in general. The older ones I never really played too much because they always scared me when I was a kid. But Doom Dark Ages, being able to play with Captain America Doomslayer, it was super cool. A super cool experience. I wish I can experience it again for the first time. I'm waiting on the DLC for this game whenever it's gonna come out, because I have the super duper ultra mega championship edition version of the game that gets me the DLC when it comes out. So whenever that comes out, that'll be great. But yeah, the gameplay of this game was fantastic. I loved it. This is the launch version. I think they changed it. They added and like not have the game slow down when you carry, and other things that you can change that they've changed from the main version. I mean the launch version of the game. But I haven't went back and played it because I 100%ed it already, and I'm waiting on the DLC. So, but yeah, weapons in this game are fantastic. The flail, the other melee weapons are really cool, but the flail is probably the best one because it, you can like stuff you can have on it. It makes everyone on fire and gives you armor and whatnot. I played this on. I forget what difficulty. It was the hard difficulty, not normal, but the one after it. I didn't play it on Ultra Nightmare or whatever because I was like, I don't want to hate this game. So I played it on hard. I didn't want to play it on normal because that would be too. Story of this game: Doomslayer angry. Um, he's Doomslayer angry. And he helps out the people of this world or of this land fight off the demons from the prince, the demon, or whatever his name was. I don't really have too much to say about the main villain because he's just like prince demon guy, and he has like 2 or 3 phases in his boss fight, and the last time you fight him with the witch, it's like 2 phases in that fight. But anyway, so that's going too far. Yeah, this game is great. I found it easier to play than the last 2, more fun to play than the last 2, even without like boost jumps or whatever, like that air dashing and stuff like that, because this game is really fast paced, and before the game came out people were like, oh, it's too slow, it doesn't look that fast, but it's just as fast, it feels like, as the other games. And like jump and have like size, like Doom Guy, it feels like he's a tank, a walking or running tank in the game. It's so good, like it's so satisfying to play as Doom Guy in this game, because he's so powerful. You can feel the power in every hit and every like shot from anything you do in this game. It's just, oh, it feels so good, so good. Weakest part about this game is the dragon stuff. It's fun, is different, but it's still like not the best. Even though I had fun with it, it's cool. Like, ride a giant dragon as the Doomslayer. Like, how cool is that, you know? But like, yeah, this whole like mechanic with the shooting and stuff is kind of weird, but it's not bad. It's just a little weird, mechanically, a little bit. What else? Boss fights are all great, for the most part. Fighting bigger demons and different types of big demons throughout the story is cool. Another weak part is when you play as the mech, giant mech. It's cool because it's like medieval, like what is it called? Medieval. It's like techno medieval like type of stuff. It's really cool design wise. I love it, but it's still a weak part because it doesn't compare to the just run and gun normal gameplay, but it's still great. Music, I like the music. It doesn't really have the same style and flair as the previous 2 games music wise, but I liked it. It didn't really hold the game back to me. Excuse me. Let me skip. Yeah, the weapons are all cool. My favorite weapon in this game is the shield, because 1, it's not just for blocking. You can also throw it like Captain America. It's like, and I love Captain America, one of my favorite heroes ever. It's just really just incredible to use. It's the best thing in the game, to me. The challenges in this game are also pretty easy to do. At least most of them are. Some of them was just like annoying because I didn't use like some of the weapons I had to do the challenges for. So I was like, okay, I guess I gotta use this this machine gun now. I didn't use it like at all the whole playthrough. Gore is pretty cool because the enemies get all mutilated and stuff. But yeah, weapon abilities like okay. What is, I don't remember that, but that's funny. That was pretty funny. Weapon abilities like the rocket if you like parry or something, and then shoot a rocket like super close to you and like heal, and it'll heal you instead of damaging you. So it's there's like a lot of weapon abilities like that, or like I have really cool abilities. Um, don't remember what my favorite weapon is though. Like gun, I don't remember. Um, yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about this game. Praising its gameplay because, and the level design is pretty cool too. Um, I really like the levels in this game. Very like just medieval techno, uh, MC Escher style, uh, like like looking stuff. Puzzles, pretty cool. Yeah, don't really have too much else to say about Doom. Um, next game. That Yeah, didn't talk about Doom too much. Gameplay is just fantastic. I love it. Next game is I was gonna talk about some honorable mentions, which is DK Bonanza, DK Bonanza, Rido, which I didn't still haven't finished. Um, I haven't finished DK, Rido, or South of Midnight. I was gonna talk about those, but maybe I won't. And at Final Fantasy Tactics, which I did finish, but I don't have any gameplay on. Um, I guess I'll talk about those real quick. FFT, Final Fantasy Tactics. It's my first time playing and finishing the game. I played it. I mean, I have it on Vita, the PS1 version. I started it years ago, but I never played much of it. Then I found out the remaster was coming out, so I wanted to play that. So I finished that like a month ago or so. Um, I want to say FFT is like people overhype the game through the years. I feel because there were so many people that are like claiming FFT is like the best story of any Final Fantasy ever, is the best blah blah blah, best blah blah blah, best blah blah blah. FF7 doesn't compare. FF7 is overrated. FFT is the best. Like, okay, people are saying FFT is the best. Okay, well, I played it and it's not. Crazy enough, I enjoyed it. A fun game. Well, I wouldn't say it's fun, but it's a good game. Very time consuming. Um, I played the remaster, so I had an easier time than I'm sure other people had back then. Um, if I played this game, if I played FFT originally as a kid or as like a teenager, like back in the day, I probably would have hated it, honestly, because of the mechanics and just the stuff you have to do. Just not like if you want to get like a lot of things, a lot of jobs, you have to grind. You have to what is it? You have to yeah. Uh, what is it called? Like you just keep doing like there's like a exploit to do. You have to do that over and over and over again with every character. You want to level them up, or you can just do it one character. But I chose to level up like all of my characters that I was using. So I'll just get in a fight, get one enemy together, or get one enemy surrounded, and then keep healing and keep doing a bunch of stuff. So, but that was on me, just because I wanted to get all the jobs. I wanted to get 100% it, but I was like, yeah, I'm done with this game. I beat it. Story wise, I couldn't even tell you what going on besides like it was pretty Berserk inspired. At least that's what it felt like to me. Um, with the what are they called? I forget what they're called, but the stones. Uh, they remind me of the Baylets from Berserk, and then the people holding the stones are like basically in despair. and then they turn into a demon, which is like the same thing what happens with Berserk, turn into apostles in Berserk. At when they're at their most fair moment in their life. I was like, oh wow, this is the plot to Berserk. This is like Berserk plot right here. Which then it jumped up some levels with me. I was like, oh, I didn't know the game was like that. All right, but couldn't really tell you what happens in the main plot of the game. But yeah, that was FFT. I have gameplay of Donkey Kong if you want to watch me falling asleep. Um, Bonanza. I felt like my brain was turning into mush. I was playing Bonanza. I put up a little. I tried to play it like twice on stream, and I was like, I can't do it. Well, I've tried to play it twice on the same day, and I just couldn't do it. I'm not even gonna put I'm not even gonna listen play this that long. I mean, look at this that long. Like my brain was just turning into mush when I was playing this game. I did not. I don't want to say I don't like it. I love it. I mean, I don't love it, but I like this game. It's cool. It's a good game to play when you have nothing else to play. I was trying to 100% every area, and that's probably my fault. I probably would have beat the game if I didn't do that, but I spent like hours on a bunch of areas just trying to get all the bananas and all that, and my brain was just like, I can't do this anymore. I ended up stopping at the ice area where you get the superpower, I think. Um, so I haven't played it in like a few months. I'll probably get back to it eventually, but I was just like, I can't do this. My brain is like is melting through my ears playing this game. I don't know how people think it was like. I'm sure. I don't know. It's people were waiting on this game because it looked good. Gameplay looked good, but at the same time, like when it came out, there were people that are like, okay, this game is good, and then some people are like, this game the same way I felt. Like this game is like it's definitely a game, like, but one of the best games of the year. No, this shouldn't even this shouldn't even have gotten a nomination for Game of the Year at the Game Awards. I don't even know how it did because this game only got like 2 nominations throughout the whole Game Awards. Like how does a game that only has 2 nominations get considered for Game of the Year? Only because it's a Nintendo game? Like don't do that. Like they don't get a pass for this game. Like if a game doesn't get at least like the criteria for getting Game of the Year or nomination for Game of the Year should be um like who gets the biggest the most nominations. Like not who wins, but who gets nominated. Uh, this game only has 2. Like other games had way more, and they weren't considered for Game of the Year. So it didn't really make any sense. It's just a Nintendo tax, I guess. Anyways, I'm done talking about this game. I don't really have too much to say about it. Don't really have too much to say about it. I didn't even get to K. Rool. Um, I just watched someone else play, and I was like, okay, K. Rool's in this game, obviously. So, uh, well, there's those 2. I won't talk about South of Midnight because I'm still playing that, but South of Midnight is pretty good. Gameplay, like fighting gameplay, is just pretty basic. At least from where I am at the game, pretty basic. Um, Monster have only streamed Monster Hunter 1. There ain't no way. Did I really only stream Monster Hunter 1? Wow. Monster Hunter Wilds. That's not. $1440p. I was streaming at a higher quality. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds was pretty great. I had a lot of fun with it. Unfortunately, I didn't play it too much more after I beat it. I think I beat it and did some post game stuff. Just post game hunts. I didn't. I got like basically all the stuff I wanted, and then they started doing updates, and I didn't really go back too many times after the update. But I fought Omega Weapon. Like I never beat Omega Weapon. I tried so hard and I never did. I wanted to, but I never did. Yeah, the fights in this game, the gameplay mechanics, I love it. Really cool. I love it. More than World. I'll put more time into this than World. A lot of people prefer World still over this game because different. Excuse me. Probably because different, like, I don't know, different mechanics, different gameplay. But yeah, this game was pretty great. I enjoyed it. Played mostly player, some online hunts I did. Story. Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about the story. But yeah, gameplay, monsters. I really love the gameplay. Well, Nat. I really love the gameplay. Felt easier to use, and the new mechanics, like countering an enemy, like when you attack, when they attack, you can like do a special counter with your weapon and whatnot. Enemy designs, cool. Raid Owl, really cool, and for a monster. Really cool outfits or really cool swords and weapons. Probably won't talk about this game too much longer because it's just Monster Hunter. I don't really know what I'm doing on this video. Also, the quality is horrible. 1080. Yeah, like, I don't really know much else to say about Monster Hunter except for it was just a fun time, start to finish. I would actually put this game lower than Doom. I forgot this game was even on here, so I put this after Doom instead of, or because I enjoyed Doom more than this game. Engineer. Yeah, starting monster roster was pretty cool. There's a decent amount of monsters that were in the base game. They're all pretty fun to fight, especially like the bigger monsters. I didn't really have too much hard of a time until like post game hunts and Omega Weapon Hunt. I don't think I died too many times in the main story of the game. So challenge wasn't really there. I think it's because it felt like the world. It felt like it took forever to kill monsters. It felt like it took forever, and they would just constantly run all over the place. And I like that new mechanic with the with like the, what is it called? You like scar them or whatever, and like the R1 move to like do like a special move to hurt them a lot more. I like that a lot. I like that new mechanic a lot, along with the targeting system. There was the counter I was talking about earlier. But yeah, I like the targeting system where you can just weapon however you want to. But yeah, in World, it felt like World is just very, just, I don't know, it just took forever to kill monsters. They had a lot. It felt like they had a lot more health in the game. This game is just a lot more like fun. It's just very easier, much easier to play. Um, which that isn't like a popular thing. That isn't like a good thing, I guess, to some Monster Hunter fans. They like the challenge. They like the health and having to spend a lot of time. Cause that look how long that didn't even take that long to beat that engine up. Yeah, gameplay great, story is fine-ish, music is good. Uh, Capcom, it's a Capcom game. So. Well, lately Capcom has been bad with music, but that's just a whole another thing that I don't really care enough to talk about. So yeah, that was Monster Hunter, and pretty short little review. One, two, four. Getting down to the wire. There's 5 games left. Oh, next game, Metroid Prime 4. I just streamed it. I just finished this game like a few days ago. Like yeah, like a few days ago. I don't remember what day. I had a great time with this game. Uh, this is my second Prime game. I played Prime Remastered for the first time, and this and then this game was the second one. Had a great time with it. I prefer it over remastered, and I really love remastered. But I prefer this game only because its gameplay is just great. Feels good to play with Samus. Feels good to go through the world of Vuros and use her weapons to fight everything she comes across. I think this game is very divisive right now in fan base because obviously people were waiting years for this game to come out, and then when it came out, people were not supportive of this. I don't know why. It's a new Metroid game. Should 100% support the series, because if this game does bad, Nintendo is not going to make another, or they don't want to make another one. They don't want to waste their money or time making a Metroid game. And people, gamers, quote unquote, they don't care about that. They care about it's hard. It's really hard being a fan of niche games and a fan of games that don't get enough love as it is. Metroid don't get enough love. It don't. It's a game series that will never get enough love from Nintendo. No matter what. Like Dread did incredibly well. The best-selling Metroid game, I'm pretty sure, of all time. And no sign of another 2D Metroid, you know? Like, you gotta support the series, no matter if the game turns out the way you want to or not. Because the next game could, but we will never get that next game if you don't support the new one that just came out. And people are just constantly online. Oh, this game is bad. I prefer the first three over this one because XYZ. That's fine. Just buy the game. Don't buy it, you're not going to get a better game. We might not get a game as good as the originals. You know, like this game took a very long time. This game took 8 years, 8 years from when it was announced. Before then, it was probably like in development for like I don't even know, like 10 years maybe, because it had to restart development. But at the same time, it's like this probably wasn't the full vision that this team like wanted to begin with, because it was getting made by someone else. Then they had Retro Studios step back in to make this one. So like I understand like development processes are different, and they are a lot of people just don't understand like a game development, like how game development works, and how teams that work on game years, maybe game like this game probably would never have seen a light of day, you know? Like if like Nintendo wanted to just be like, you know what, just cancel it, they could have did that, and they wouldn't even have told us. So we're lucky that we got this. I'm very glad with how the game turned. Extremely glad, because the game was really great. I loved it, start to finish. I didn't have a bad time with it at all. Only thing, the teammate going down mechanic, that isn't really too bad until the end of the game. And the end of the game is just like teammate goes down and then you lose because they end up getting killed or whatever. But but what is it called? Yeah, Port Metro Prime 4. It's still a fresh new game. It just came out like 2 weeks ago. Uh, but go buy Metro Prime 4 because it doesn't sell well. Won't ever get that. This game ends on a cliffhanger. Well, not even a cliffhanger. It ends on a pretty weird note. At least like I haven't seen like the secret cutscenes or anything, so I don't know what else the game has. But main story from normal mode ends on a weird note where Samus is goes like she leaves her friends on the planet with Silex, because she has to escape. So they held him back so she can escape. Even though I felt like that Samus would not have done that, even if that was like their last hope of leaving the planet. I don't think Samus would have left, but she had no choice, and then goes back to their home planet and plants the seed for the tree that was on this planet. She plants this, puts one of the Federation Force members like little necklace thing on the tree, and it felt like she was like being done with them, or with like that plot. It felt like the developers were like, okay, this is the plot, and this is this is done. Like it felt weird. It felt really weird because it didn't feel like that was in Samus's character to do that. It felt like that was a developer decision. It felt like that was a developer speaking to Samus. But I don't know. We'll see. Because the game is pretty much left open ended with Silex because he's still alive, even though Samus thought she killed him and then back. He came back through like a little teleporter thing. Um he has psychic powers, just like her. Um he was basically we still don't know really too much about him. He's ex-Federation force member who refused Samus's help one time, and he has some sort of vendetta against her for some reason. We don't know that. We don't know why. He became a bounty hunter, just like her. Except he has like, I don't know, he must have gotten the psychic powers from Euros, just like her. I don't know. This kind of weird situation. But yeah, story was just, it was fine. Most of the stuff with Silex was interesting, but wasn't really much told, unfortunately. Which is why, like, a fifth game, hopefully it doesn't take 8 years for a fifth game to come out, and we'll see where the story goes for Silex. But I don't know, Samus just didn't really feel like herself in some cutscenes in this game, and especially at the end, at least. But gameplay wise, this game is fantastic. Like, all the weapons and all the mechanics Samus has, her tried and true mechanics and newer stuff is pretty cool. Enemies were pretty cool. They ended up getting stale for me, at least, because there was just a lot of the same enemies all over the place. There wasn't too many enemy variety like that. Not too many enemy variety. Not too much enemy variety, I should say. Boss fights were really cool. All giant, pretty much all giant all giant enemies, boss fights. Which is like pretty much a Metroid staple. Silex, fight him 3 times. Twice it was a robot, like one of those sentry robots or whatever, or androids or whatever they're called, that you fight throughout the game. Just somehow somehow he was able to make them him, like a fake version of him. Pretty cool though. Like, his boss fight is like, all those boss fights that you fight fake Silex in is pretty cool, and then you fight the real one at the end. Pretty much the same as those other fights, except for he has some stuff. Puzzles were cool. Getting like Spider Ball puzzles were pretty interesting. Some were really cool. Some of them are just weird. But like this one was like, I was like, what in the world do I do? But that was just on me. Yeah, music great, gameplay fantastic. Best part about this game, the traversing the desert was cool, but at a certain point you're just like tired of it, because I did like all of the desert. I combed it multiple times, and I don't know. It was just like, eventually I was like, I want to fast travel, because I don't want to in the bike to go all over the place just to get like one item. If I'm only missing like one thing, just want to fast travel to the place I've already been to a million times. Unfortunately, there wasn't any fast traveling. But the bike is cool. Like, it's a cool little mechanic. I like it. It adds to Samus's like repertoire. Pretty cool. The desert is not empty, so don't let anyone tell you that the desert is empty, because it's not. There's stuff few and far between. There's a lot of green crystals to collect throughout the game. You're always gonna find something to do or grab or whatever. The Galactic Federation people are pretty cool. I didn't mind them for the most part until the end, when you're fighting with them all, and then they end up dying at once, and then you have to save one of them, and then one of them dies because you can't save them because you're saving the other one. So that was annoying to deal with. But other than that, they're really cool. They all had their characters and their motivations for everything, for wanting to get off the planet, go back home, be useful to Samus. They were really cool. I liked them a lot. They were the best characters in the game. Like Silex was almost nothing. Samus is just a blank slate because she doesn't talk. That like I understand, like she doesn't have to talk too much, but she should be able to speak. I feel. I've seen a lot of other people say that too. Like and she doesn't, and it's like we know she knows how to talk, but they just don't let her speak. And Samus is not a player a player insert character. She's her own character. She has her own motivations and her own wants, and they seem to have forgotten that. She doesn't have to speak all the time. We don't ask for Samus to always talk and always, you know, like, but she can talk at least sometimes. Yeah, anyways, um, other than that, pretty much it. Um, we go to the next game. Like I have further in-depth review in my at the end of my playthrough games. So, right, it's already 1:30 a.m. for I have 4 more games to talk about. Huh. Now, game number 4 or fourth. Yeah, game number 4. I guess not 4, but fourth and third and second and first. Um, Ghost of Yote. I had a fantastic time with this game. Um, One of my favorite games of the year, obviously. Um, this game does everything better. I would say everything better than Tsushima, and I love Tsushima. Um, this game looks game graphics, um, mechanics, uh, battle mechanics, weapons, character. Like I love everything about this game more than Tsushima. Um, Atsu, a extremely extremely motivated character, has top at nothing attitude about the way she goes about revenge because she is not held back by anything. In the first game, Jin's story very uh held back a lot because of his samurai code, because of wanting to wanting to get love from his uncle, because samurai code, uh wanting to be his successor and whatnot, but eventually that all changes, whatnot. But that's talking about the first. I'm talking about the first. This game, Atsu has one goal, and it's to kill the Yote Six, and he goes about it her way, her own way. She doesn't have anyone that that's stopping her. Things her own way. There is no code. There's no anything. This is just a straight up game where you're not held back by any. Um, Not held back by anything. Atsu is incredibly powerful. She's very skilled. self-taught. Um, she's just fantastic, fantastic. Um, like gameplay is same pretty much from uh, um enemies are still like pretty blind except for like when they're like when you're right in their face, I guess. Just I mean it's fine. It's not a bad thing. Um the sooner you can get skills like killing a commander in one hit, that's like so useful. You can just go up behind him and kill him, slice his neck. Or critical strike and then they're like half health or less than half health. Um yeah, she doesn't have a code. Those things about it the right I mean, not the right way. And those have consequences. Um with the law of the land, which her brother is a part of. I forget what their name is, but her brother, who is thought to have been killed by the Ote-6, is alive, and Atsu, he doesn't know it's him, and he doesn't know it's her until he notices Lord that she, then get some heartwarming scene throughout the game, like not reminiscing, but just them being brother and sister, having that relationship that they didn't get to have as adults, like growing up, because things happened to them where their parents were killed when they were very young. And Atsu went one direction, her brother went another direction, their lives. And obviously her brother did not live for revenge. He wanted to go about things another way. Went about things her own way. That's where twin wolves split. They have different opinions about things, different lives, secret lives that they didn't, you know, that they didn't know about. Yeah, fantastic game. I love the characters, and are all pretty. They're all pretty pretty well written. Main villain Saito, Lord Saito, the main villain who murders her mom and dad in front of them, uh, gets to track down every member there that night and kill them one by one. Revelations throughout the story about about the fox. Was it the fox? I forget what its name was, but the ninja who ends up being the woman that helps you out. He ends up being the original fox, or whatever it was, uh, that was there that night, and the new guy was not there. He just took up her mantle and whatnot. Really cool, pretty interesting plot there. That was probably my favorite part of the game with the snow area. I really love that area so much. It was really cool, and fighting the ninjas was pretty cool too. Yeah, gameplay was just fantastic. I love it. I love the Tsushima gameplay, but this game is just like there's a lot more to do. You get a gun, you get two guns, you get a pistol and a rifle later in the game, way later in the game, but still get them. Get like little sickles. I forget what they're called. Dual katanas, single katana, and a spear. They're all really fun to use. They all got their use. When to use them, when not to use them. All your sub weapons. Smoke bomb. You get like pocket sand. It's pretty cool to use that because some of the sub weapons are so good against bosses. Excuse me. are really good against bosses. You take down bosses really quick if you know how to use them right. Um, yeah, I don't really have too much else to say besides like her story, Atsu's um getting revenge on Saito, and then you end up killing him at the end, but he ended up killing your brother, which is very sad. Very just jacked up situation for Atsu. Atsu gets basically custody of her, I mean, of his daughter. Um, because his wife ended up dying due to something. So it's just Atsu left to forever. Yeah, great game. Deserved a lot more Game of the Year nominations than it got, but it still got some love. Great game. There's that one hit. I love that. Oh, probably gonna be controversial. Expedition 33 at number 3. I did not plan on that. Actually, I didn't plan on that at all. Um, yeah, Expedition 33 is my number 3 game this year. My number 3 game. Um, this game is great. This game deserves every single bit of recognition and every single expedition, every single recognition that it got. Despite it being so great, it probably should not have won Game of the Year, in my opinion. Um, that's just my own thing. I don't think this was the best game that came out this year. No, it's fantastic. It's made by 30 plus people, like barely 30 people. Great OST, like fantastic OST. One of the best game OSTs of all time. One of the best games of all time, honestly. But it came out. I don't want to say it came out at the worst time. It didn't come out the worst. It actually came out at the best time of the year for the best year for. I just think it got a little bit too much recognition. Not recognition. They got too praise, and I see people overlooking a lot of this game. This game is great, fantastic, but a lot of people overlook things about this game. I don't. It's not really like. I don't know. You can tell this game isn't super polished. Like when you jump, like the jumping in this game, like the way it looks bad. It doesn't look great. It looks very weird. It's very weird jump. That's just a little thing. When characters speak, also the lips aren't synced. So it's like little things like that may not be important to other people, but it's important to me when it comes to an overall presentation of a game. It's not just the way the game looks, but it's also like like the way characters like how their moves, how their mouth move, how they move in the overworld. All the characters move the same. They all run the same pretty much. Or not all run the same, but they all jump the same. Obviously gameplay, great, fantastic. Mechanics in the game, like in the fights, are pretty cool too. A lot of enemies have different quirks and whatnot in the gameplay. Like some have weak spots, some just have like ending end of fight mechanics where you have to do like dodge or parry when they kill them or whatever. What is it called? Yeah, this game was really like well made, like really well made. But obviously, like you can tell, it's not a super polished game. And it's not really too much of a detriment, because obviously a lot of people overlook that. That's just some minor nitpicks. Graphically, it is great, but there is also like some just weird graphical things in this game. Not too much, but it's just some of it is. Story, fantastic. Actually, like legitimate, fantastic gameplay, RPG or turn-based RPG story. You don't really get too much super plot stuff until late game, which I mean, the game sprinkles it throughout the game, and you don't really know, like unless you do like a second playthrough of the game, you don't know a lot of what the little things that people say throughout the game. You won't know anything about that until your second playthrough. And you'll be like, oh, okay, I see that, what they mean here or whatever. The game has that. You have to like, in order to get a full experience, you have to beat the game once, and you have to go through it if you want to, in order to like really understand what's going on, or like just pick up on certain things, which is great, and that means it has replayability, and that's big for a game. Replayability, really important. Or even just play the game more after you beat. Game story is like very thought-provoking, because eventually you'll be like, okay, so this person, like Verso, is trying to stuff from our main party, or our party members, basically to go on with his life or whatever, because he ends up not telling Mael about Alicia letter, because he'd probably rather spare them than just be done with the world. I don't know what he thought really what would have happened at the end of Act 2. Everyone got gommaged. He was the only one left with SKA and what's his name right there, Monoko. At least that's from what I can tell. That's what was gonna happen. I guess he was gonna just live with those three for the rest of eternity. I don't know. But I ended up siding with Verso by the end of the game, because I feel that Verso, no matter if it was actually him or not, it was still a piece of soul, and so that last little bit of soul was going to keep his mom. I was gonna keep her coming back into the painting and making her waste her life in the world because she missed her son so much. Same with Alicia. Obviously is Mael, and Mael ends up getting her memories of Alicia and of Mael, and it becomes like a one singular being with both memories or whatever. And she wants live in the painted world or in Verso's canvas because she can't speak. She can't live a normal life. She wants to escape that, and she um wants to like just live in the world where she can actually live, which is like I understand where Mael's coming from 100%, but real life will always will not stop, you know, like the Verso's canvas is not real, unfortunately. The everything in there may be real inside of the canvas, but in the bigger grand scheme of things, Verso's canvas is not real. And yes, it is a piece of Verso's soul stuck in the canvas, and it cannot rest until it doesn't exist anymore. And a lot of people overlook that. A lot of people don't understand that. Every time I see someone play this game and they side with Mael, like, what are we doing? Like, do you not understand? Like, do you have like any sort of brain in your head to be siding with Mael? Like, even unironically siding with her. Like, not have like any sort of heart. Like, what would you want your family to do if the only way they were able to see you again, I guess, is if they spent years of their real life lives, I don't know. I don't know what the real world equivalent that would be. Like if you wrote a book or something and they were like not eating, not sleeping, drinking water, and they were just constantly reading your book just because they wanted to feel close to you and died. Like, would want them to go on and live their lives. Wouldn't want them to waste their life like missing you so much that they're not taking care of themselves. That's exactly what the game story is. And I've seen the developers, I've heard them say, even at the Game Awards that just happened, the developer was like, he was reading people like reviews of the game or like hearing their thoughts about the ending of the game, and he laughed. And I was like, the French are something else. I don't know what's up with the French people. French people are just I'm just like, do you not want us to care about the game, story of the game, the ending of the game? Do you think like we're not gonna like care about these characters or the story of this game? Like, do you not want us to? Or do you want us to just waste our money playing this game or buying this game? Like, I was pretty upset about his comments. Excuse me. I was pretty upset about his comments because this is like the second time I've seen the developers or heard of the developers being like, the ending doesn't matter. Like, it does, actually. It actually does matter because one, I spend my hard-earned money buying this game. So I want to be able to understand the story and understand that one ending is more like one ending is better than the other, I guess. Or like something about the endings like not mattering or whatever. I'm just like they matter. No matter what, they matter. Even I don't care if it's the developer saying that the endings don't matter. They actually matter. To the player, to the person spending the money to buy your game, it matters. You should make it feel like it matters. Don't just be like, well, the ending is just whatever you want it to be. Like, no, not really. Mael, yes, like can't live a normal life because she can't. Her face is burnt. But she can't live a normal life. At the same time, they don't really even live in a normal world. So, I'm sure like you just need like moving on from from uh, from grief, sorrow, and looking forward to hopefully bettering her life the next day. That's her what Verso's ending is like, getting his family to move on from him. Mael's ending is keeping the canvas alive. Her, like, she's in super powerful ultra god mode by the end of the game, or at her ending, and as Verso there in what is it called, in servitude of her, and obviously that's not what he wanted. Can't do what he wants anymore. That's wrong to do that, but whatever, it is what it is. That's probably the main reason why this game is on number 3 for me. That, and it's like I only played and beat it once. I had a great time with it. Great gameplay and whatnot. Great story. It's just, yeah, ending stuff, ending discourse, and all that. A lot of people don't understand, and it's fine. But I understand. At least from the times I've seen this game played and me being it myself, going through the story. It is what it is. I guess I'm done. I loved all the characters. They're all great. Like, unfortunately the ending has to happen the way it does. But CL was my favorite. She was my favorite to have in my party, and my favorite character just in general, I think. She's just great. Loved her. Lune was great. Minoko was great. Mael great. Fantastic. Verso fantastic. Stav good, because you only have so much time with Stav until he gets killed, unfortunately. Renoir was great. I loved Andy Serkis' portrayal of Renoir was great. Both versions of Renoir, version and the real one. Or yeah, the paintress herself, great. There wasn't really too many bad spots, but besides like some minor like things I talked about earlier, and just ending discourse, whatnot. But the main villains or main antagonists were just I guess Verso was an antagonist too, in a way, because he was trying to prevent the plot. Well, not prevent it, but he was trying to subvert the plot. Not exactly prevent it, but trying to subvert us in some ways. Mael was the protagonist for a while. I guess at the end she becomes antagonist. Verso become protagonist, like that. Clair Obscur, Light and Dark. Yeah, a lot of metaphors, a lot of excuse me, a lot of expertly crafted storytelling. Yeah, that's probably about it. That is it. Expedition. Hey, okay. trying to look up or trying to hot. So, number 2 game of the year, Pokemon Legends ZA. Uh, Honestly, this game wasn't my top 2 till like recently, because I put like 300 plus hours, almost probably 400 at this point hours into. Most of it is shiny hunting, resetting areas over and over again, having the game on for a long time, but still playing the game. This is like one of my most played games of all time, I think. Up now, like I think I probably played this almost as much as crazy enough. This game was addicting. I love the formula, play formula. Arceus does some stuff better in this game, but majority of this game is done better than Arceus. The art style in Arceus and catching mechanics, I love better Arceus than this game, because you have to be really close to catch Pokemon in this game, like I just, and art style is pretty like modern Pokemon game graphics. Arceus had like a really cool art style. I wish this game had like a cool art style like Arceus. Does not. Game is super addicting. Gameplay mechanics in battle, fighting mechanics, being able to dodge attacks by running around. Really weird. I wish there was a dodge mechanic, but at least not in this game. Shiny hunting is super easy. Well, it's not super easy, but not as crazy as normal Pokemon game or previous Pokemon game. Gameplay, music, or in this game, all great. I don't think there's a single bad song in this game, or a single song I don't like in this. This game has probably the best characters in any Pokemon game. Period. Plot is fine, but the characters are what makes this time really bright. Every character that you come across in the city is great. All well written. Orbo was my favorite of the game. Thought this game was gonna have like a bad guy team, because usually Pokemon have like main bad guy, but this game has no bad guy team. There's action. Orbo's Yakuza Syndicate people. There's a city called, I forget what they're called, Quasartico Inc. People, which I thought was going to be an evil team, but they ended up just not being evil at all. Team NZ, which we are a part of. Ani, Lita. Lita's fun. Lita's a fun character. Naveen is also pretty cool. Very very smart character. Very stylish character. Lita is also pretty stylish. Ani is a character. Because I played as a male. I didn't even know there was a male version of the character. I thought it was just Tawny, but it's Tawny and Urbane. He is, I don't even know what to say about Tawny really. He takes advantage of us, of the team a lot through the game. Doesn't really do much besides cause us problems. Gets us in debt. It doesn't really help us pay off that debt. I mean, she does, but not like we're doing majority of the work. We're doing all the footwork because she's like doing other stuff, always doing other stuff. Tries to what is it called? She tries to not take advantage, but she tries to take, what is the word called? Tries to ask our what is it called? Oh my gosh, I'm getting good. She tries to like say like we did something, and she tries to take credit for it. Or like she tries to say that she also helped. I'm just like, no, you didn't. I'm the one doing everything. Very not annoying. Oh, that annoyed me because I did all that work and I didn't catch it. I wasn't able to catch it. Well, yeah, she just very just character. I don't know. I don't have too many good things to say about Tawny, other than she helps us out in the beginning, and that's really it. There's a lot of dialogue in this game. A lot. I read all of it on stream. The only dialogue I didn't read was the side quest stuff. But there's a lot of words. There's a lot of words in this. A lot of talking, and a lot of saying the same stuff over and over again. They need to not do that anymore. There's so many words and phrases that they repeat over and over and over again in the game. So annoying. Like Rogue Mega Evolution, that was so annoying to say. They said that every sentence, like for every cutscene after it was introduced, and there was other words and stuff that they kept saying over and over. That was annoying. That's like my least favorite part of the game, is just the dialogue. Too much. The game didn't really need much, but at the same time, I was once a kid playing Pokemon games. Pokemon games, you know, you learn to read by seeing a dialogue, reading a bunch of dialogue. So I learned, I wouldn't say I learned to read playing Pokemon games. It helped me like read, because there's a lot of text and stuff. You know, the franchise is at a point where it would benefit from voice dialogue, and they just refuse to do it even in cutscenes. You don't even need to do it like when you're just doing gameplay stuff. You don't even need people talking in battle. You only need to, you don't really need. I guess maybe they don't want to have voice dialogue just in cutscenes, because you're shouting for a Pokemon to do a move. You're going to want to hear your Pokemon trainer tell the Pokemon to do a certain move, and then there's so many moves in these games. They're gonna have to have a person voice every single move in the game, every single Pokemon in the game. They probably don't want to do that, so maybe that's the reason why they don't want to do it. I don't know. Anyways, great game, great mechanics, great characters, great music. Like, this is definitely in my top 5 Pokemon games of all time. That's a very low list, well, a very small list of Pokemon games that I rank high. Pokemon Black and White 2, uh, Black and White 2, not in order, but Platinum, Soul Silver, um, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Arceus, this game. Uh, I don't really, I'm that's really it. Like in my top tier Pokemon games, those are like top tier for me. Um, XD Yellow Darkness also, but yeah, great game, great mechanics, great. There's room for improvement with battling. There's stuff to streamline or to make better, and not easier, but just better feeling. Even though the gameplay feels great, they have a good foundation for hopefully where they take the battle mechanics in the next games. Even if they don't do this gameplay mechanic for Gen 10, they can at least game after it. We'll see, because they did change some stuff from Arceus, so who knows what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's gonna be it for Z. Great game. That's the game. I loved it. Now, last, certainly not. Excuse me. Last, but certainly not least, Death Stranding 2.
-61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I
First
deserve
off,
what I've got?
this game got snubbed hard
All the
at the Game
criticisms
Awards.
turn them to traps and
Um,
fears. Switching
Usually, like when I do these Game of the Year videos, it's
I
about
want a
games that I
$1,000,000
mainly started
worth
doing these
of
because
stock, but I
Final
still
Fantasy
won't
16
sleep
got
at night.
snubbed incredibly hard
What
in
is it
2023.
that
I
I
get
feel?
Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate came out, blah blah blah.
-61.
Final Fantasy 16 was the
Now
best game that
the
came out that year.
water
I still
level
stand by that. I don't
rises
care. I
high
played
in
Baldur's
my
Gate 3,
cold
didn't hook me.
paradise.
Played for like at least
Then
20, 30
singing
hours, it didn't really hook me.
circles and talking
That might
about
be a
the
hook
works
to
I
some people,
never
but
really
yeah, I play
liked.
a lot. I
The
play a lot of
way
video.
they think of
Spend a
life
lot of time
as
playing
some
video games,
kind of
and
gamble and watch to
didn't
see
really
if you
feel
drown.
too strongly about Baldur's Gate
Yeah,
3. I didn't beat it. I'm like still in the first chapter or something, first like area or whatever, because I was trying to do side quests and stuff or whatever. A lot, a lot to do, a lot of stuff that I don't really care about. Um, the gameplay mechanics are pretty cool. Why am I talking about Baldur's? I don't care. I'm not talking about Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, I've had 16 got snubbed hard, and feel the same way about Rebirth last year. This game this year, I would have figured this game gotten some love Game Awards, and it really didn't. Got a lot of nominations, but not too many wins at all, I'm pretty sure. Um, like Kojima was in the deepest part of his soul. That's this game. Like the deepest part of Kojima's soul, that's where this game was born from. Like I don't know what this guy was on when he was making this game, but the only person in the world that could ever make anything like this, make it work so well. Like this is the best game. I feel the best game. Maybe he thinks that, maybe he doesn't think that. I don't know. The original came out in 2019. This one came out 6 years later. There was a pause because COVID, problems with COVID, having to work from home or whatever I had to do to continue to work on this game through COVID and whatnot. I really love this world. I love this game more than the first one. The first one was great, but this game was leaps and bounds better feeling, better playing, every way, shape, and form. The mechanics were very much different and better in this. Melee combat was the best, I feel, to do, because you can do like a bunch of different melee weapons and melee combat and special moves and stuff. It was really crazy. Kojima was in the deepest part of his soul. That's where this game manifested. And he's the only person that could ever do something like this. This is the most unique game out this year, and it's crazy. Kojima makes a whole genre with this game. This is a strand. Well, not with this first one. This is like a strand, like game or a strand game. Through connection with other porters. Like no other game is doing stuff like this. What other game has mechanics where other people build things in their world and you can see stuff that they've made in your own game? You know, what other game is doing? What other game is seeing packages or things left behind by other people, and you get to pick them up, deliver, or take them to wherever they need to go? Like, yeah, like people always be like, "Oh, it's a delivery simulator." Walking people, people who play video games, they don't play video games, because this is a video game. This is a straight up video game. This is an unapologetic, and people, a lot of video. It's crazy. I'm even saying this, but a lot of people play video games. They don't like video games. So crazy to me. Because what do you mean you didn't play Death Stranding 2, or you didn't like Death Stranding, or you think it's like without playing this, you have so many opinions on it. If you didn't play the game, why do you have an opinion? Like, finishing the game is one thing, but you can at least play it and get a feel for it yourself. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of gamers don't do that. They like to get handed free stuff. They like to. I see people all the time on Twitter being like, "Oh, take Denuvo or whatever it is out of the game so they can pirate it or whatever." I'm just like, y'all aren't game. Yes, it costs a lot of money. You don't have money for it, save. My thought process with video games the last like 12, 13 years. If I have enough money, I'm gonna buy a game. And I'm gonna, not even if I have enough money, I'm going to want to play a game, a brand new game, day one. I can probably count on one hand how many games that have come out that I wasn't able to buy day one that I really wanted to play. I could probably count on one hand I started working. Because I usually just buy my game. Like I buy my game when they come out because I want to play. I don't want to wait till they go on sale. Unless it's a game that I don't really care about, I'll wait till it goes on sale and buy it. Other than that, I'm buying game day one and playing it. A lot of people don't think that same way. Because one, they always complain about the price of a game or whatever. Okay, you're not a gamer. You don't play video games. It's fine to say that. Or you don't play certain videos. You don't have to buy every single game that comes out. Buy what appeals to you, but buy it. Pirating is, unless it's a company that's like super, like like people with Hogwarts Legacy. People wanted to boycott that game so hard that it did nothing. It sold 40 million copies as of like recently. Insane number for a first game for a studio making Hogwarts Legacy. 40 million. That's an insane number. I don't think it counts free. Maybe it does count the free games because it was just free on Epic or whatever. But I don't think like 20 million people downloaded that game for free. I don't think so. But yeah, they were trying to, like, same thing that happened with Hogwarts Legacy where people were like ragging on the game and not playing it, but they want to boycott it. But when it went up for free, people were downloading it. They're like, well, I technically didn't give them monies. Ooh, I'm just like, still playing the game though. Doesn't really make any sense. But anyways, I'm not even talking about Death Stranding. Death Stranding took a fantastic game, start to finish. I was hooked. I was actually like hooked. Played 180 some hours or something like that. I forget how much. To 100% the game. I think I beat it around like 130 or 120 hours because I did almost every facility. So I couldn't. I think you have to like do 1 or 2 post-game facilities or games that like facilities that don't open until like the very end. Yeah, 100% it through the game. Every facility at 5-starred. Where I progressed enough story. And such a satisfying experience, honestly. And the everything is really streamlined in this game compared to the first game. It's so much easier to just play the game and not really a called, like, there's not too much baggage in this game compared to the first. Feels like the game was working against you. This game works with you instead of working. Characters in this game all fantastic, all well written characters. Some characters didn't have much to, like Rainy didn't really have too much. She did have a good story. Very, very bad story. Still pretty good. Tomorrow, great. Fragile, fantastic. Die Hardman back at the end. Hartman is Dead Man, also great. Oh, he's like, he dies in the beginning, or he goes and try to find his beginning, dying where he die. I don't even know what, it wasn't himself, but he ends up putting his, so confusing. Why's that so loud? He ends up putting like his consciousness inside of a ninja robot, and that ends up, you don't find that out until to the very end of the, or like pretty much the Higgs also much better in this game than the first game. He was very like enigmatic, charismatic, um, very much a um a ghost, or not a ghost, but like a entity that was trying to make Sam's life horrible, trying to get revenge on Sam and Fragile. Tomorrow ends up, before the game even came out, when Elle Fanning got casted in Death Stranding 2, everyone was like, he's gonna end up being Luke somehow. Somehow we were right. Lou, the baby, ends up getting killed after like we go try to connect Mexico in the very beginning of the game. Fragile comes and tells us that Drawbridge Sam's help to connect Mexico, help basically connect Mexico in the beginning. Fragile takes Lou, stays with Lou in Sam's house in Mexico, and then Sam goes and does everything back. Fragile laying down, basically dead. And then she says Lou died. Sam just breaks down because Sam and Lou, that's all he had. All he had was Lou. And then the story ends up going in a way where Lou ends up being Sam's biological daughter. Like, that's actually his kid. Like, it wasn't just a random saving at the end of or one. That's actually his kid that he obviously didn't know about or didn't think that was his, because, well, there's many reasons why, but the woman he was with ended up having an affair with Sylvana. Woman's basically, as by the end of the game, child she was carrying was Sam's. He ends up having the baby eventually, and baby, I don't remember what happened. The baby is taken, I think, and then he's killed, and Neil's killed. Repatriates after there was a void out where he wakes up and there's a crater, and the baby, I don't know how they got the baby out of there so quick, but the baby ends up being a BB, and Sam gets hold of that BB in the first game, all that yada yada yada. So yeah, Lou ends up being killed. Later on, we find a chrysalis type thing, tomorrow in it. And later on, by the end of the game, find out that through Neil that baby Lou tomorrow, which is just grown up, like ends up like sped up, like her life was sped up due to the chrysalis or something, because Lou was put into another world or into like another dimension, and then was looked after by Neil for however long, and so she grew up with Neil, like being protected by Neil throughout the game. Get little bits and pieces of story after fights with him. all his boss fights are really cool, and you can like go up and like the pizza guy, like the spinning move on him. I don't know if I have it. I think there's the fight. Where's it? President Shinra.
Always look at the sun that rises and the moon that rises in the evening.
Where is a neophyte? Do I not?
Be reflected in the sun and the moon.
I just sworn I named it.
And in our next life, let us meet
Main
in the
boss
land of
fight.
legal people.
Excuse me. Oh, perfect. Actually. Oh, second, not snake fight. There it is. Oh, where it I fight him. But yeah, the vehicles were pretty good. I really liked them way more in this game. First game. A lot easier to traverse rocky areas. And the coffin board was really cool. Super cool way to traverse the areas. Here's the new fight here. Took a long time. Him, right? Yeah. Pretty sure this is when I just go up and start fighting him. But yeah, Neil's a very interesting character. Yeah, like in terms of the Game Awards stuff, I didn't even realize at the time that Death Stranding 2 didn't get any nominations for what is it called? Best performance. Like, I don't. Expedition should not have gotten 3. Either Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox probably should not have gotten nominated. Like, he was great as Gustav, but he only in the game for like 10 hours, 15 hours maybe. Like, he's only in it for the first chapter and that's it. He doesn't have any more dialogue or anything throughout the rest of the game, because he doesn't come back until Mael's ending. There's no voice dialogue there, so he should not have gotten nominated. That should have went to a Death Stranding 5. That should have went to Neil Vana's actor, Luca Martinelli, something like that. I forget his name, but should have went to him or Norman Reedus or Leia Seydoux. Should have went to her too. Either of those 3 would have been great choices, but didn't go to either of them. Apparently, nobody wanted to nominate this game for more than what it did for some reason. But excuse me. Anyways, gunplay great, way better in this. The fighting mechanics way better. This little boss area had like you're underwater. It's like very cool. Like you're underwater, have underwater like there's just like obviously like you just yeah like the fights in the first game, but better. I feel way more chaotic. Music in this game, great. They did a great job with the soundtrack, with the license and the original score for this game. ETs, you can catch ETs in this game with Pokeballs, basically, and use them against other BT. That's incredible stuff. Kojima didn't even have to do anything like that. He could have just left it like the same as the first game, but he did not. There was a what is it called? Monster catching simulator in this game. Like, I had no idea until I got to that part of the game. I was like, you can catch beat. You can use them against other ones. There's all different types. There's the lion one. There's what is it called? There's the manatee one. Or stingray. Some squid ones. Whales. It's really cool mechanic that I never would have thought that would be in the game. The areas, pretty much the same as the first game. They're in certain areas in the map, and you pretty much not engage with them if you don't want to. unless you have to go to there in order to get certain packages. Or there's a I love that move. You pick them up and start spinning them like a so funny. Like, look at this. Like, Kojima is crazy for making this game, man. I love this so much. I put almost 200 hours into it. And this game has no DLC, so it's all content. It's all base game content. Crazy. I started going crazy here. I started hand to handing him right now. I'm about to just go up and start melee attacking him, doing my special move. I wanted to finish him with one of these moves, but it took forever. You do drop kicks and like just run into him and stuff. So like it's so wacky, so funny. Yeah, game is the best game of the year in my opinion. This is the best game of the year. This is the best game that came out this year. It has too many good things, honestly. Negatives, there's not too many, I would say. Like there's still like the combat is still janky, but it's much better in this game. Story, Kojima is crazy all over the place, but it's pretty easy to understand compared to the first. Yeah. I love that move so much. It's so crazy. But yeah, man, I think that's gonna be it for my game of the year video. 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. I think I covered most of what I wanted to cover. I mostly just wanted to get my frustrations out there about the unfairness, I guess, or the bias towards Expedition this year. This year was crazy, the bias. Because yes, the game was fantastic, but Death Stranding 2 is also fantastic, even more so, I feel. And it got almost no recognition, like award-wise, from awards, which is the biggest game awards ceremony of the year, even though other places have game of the year awards and stuff too. Yeah, gonna be it for my video today. I'm going to upload this right now. Probably have it done by the morning, 32 a.m. Yeah, I think I covered mostly everything. Most of like my reviews that I go further in depth on at the end of all my other playthroughs of these games. I just wanted to really touch on certain things, feelings on certain things, whatnot for this video. Yeah, appreciate everybody for stopping by and checking out this video. Hopefully I might do more of these in the future. I don't know. Usually I just do the game of the year once a year, but maybe I might do more. I don't know. I don't really have an editor. I don't edit my stuff. I'm just gonna have a raw video of it, upload it like that. Hopefully people see it and get some eyes on it. Maybe not. I don't know. I just do this because I just love doing it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good day.